Michael Knight Theatre Company, well, basically, Michael Knight was my brother, and he was an actor. And what inspired me was that his passion for Shakespeare and acting, and what he wanted, all he wanted to do was act. And he died very early from cancer, and so that inspired me to create a theatre company for people who want to act.
I found it really helpful, very cathartic. It helped me really. The main thing it did, one of the main things it helped me with, apart from growing as a person in performing, but to take my mind off what I was going through. Because at the time I was having radiotherapy, and one of the good things that Hilary does, she does a lot of devising in her piece, which helps you break barrier that you might have when performing. And it's been a long time. The last time I did anything, any type of theatre, was more or less at uni.
I knew also Hilary from before the company, so one day we were talking, and when she was thinking about the idea to create this company, I said that I would like to try to do some acting.
Well, I've been fortunate to know Hilary. We've known each other since teenage years, and so I've known her for 30 plus years. And so my background is actually in dance, musical theatre, and so it was from there. Although I'd known Hilary and I'd seen some of the productions, it was from there she invited me to contribute, because a lot of the work, at least the production I was in, were individual contributions that were meshed together in a through line sort of narrative. So
last year we showcased Divine Beings in Camden People's Theatre, so it was sold out, which was amazing, but it was also kind of scary because it was 2 weeks before lockdown, so I don't know how we did that, but yeah, I think we sold out about 55 or something tickets for that night, and then the night before we performed, and that sold out as well, so it was a really well received show, which was great. So yeah, that was so we've just been working on Divine Beings, and then now we're going to create the video version of it for Norwich Fringe Festival.
Hi, my name is Hilary Malcolm. I am the founder and director of the Michael Knight Theatre Company, and tonight a few of the actors are going to be showing a short film piece of their experience through the lockdown, and the theme is called Let Go. So enjoy, and thank you.
Mess. What a fucking mess this sitting room is. Here I am watching Manchester City playing West Bromwich Albion, winning 4-0. And I don't even support either teams. I then stood up in the middle of the sitting room. I looked at the disarray around me and thought, what a real shithole. I have been clearing up this mess since 2006. And now, today, 2021, it's still in a mess. There's a pile of clothes on the sofa waiting to be ironed. You see, I never put an iron clothes away. So, the question is, what am I going to do? Should I iron, or should I clear up the mess? You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to watch Black Panther. Black Panther. Do you see how tense I get when I say it? Black Panther. So, I sat at my desk, turned on my phone to watch Black Panther. It was a beautiful feeling seeing those men in skin-tight panther outfit. I was giddy with happiness. Suddenly, all that mess disappeared. I couldn't see it any longer. It was an overwhelming feeling of escapism from my dumb sight of a sitting room. I was jumping up and down. I've gone wild, shaking, tensing up every time I saw Eric. I will always bow down to T'Challa because, obviously, he is the king of Wakanda. This feeling of euphoria continued and continued and continued, so much so that my breathing was about to explode like a volcano. I found myself back at my desk, with my eyes still closed, and not wanting to open them, because if I do, it'll remind me of my mess. Mom. And now, I have to go and deal with my children's mess.
Soldier's Lion by Naomi Tobias. Well, first of all, he wasn't a soldier. When he got to that age when boys in cities decide how their friends should address them, he chose soldier, or Solj for short. Second of all, she wasn't a lion. She was a beautiful ginger mixed breed dog with an upturned nose and a crooked smile. Her huge brown eyes melted my tired heart when I returned from work one October evening. Which surprised me, because for 18 years I had said no. Not under any circumstances, no. No dogs, no. Never, no. So Soldier took it upon himself to bring her home the day before we flew to Jamaica on our family holiday. With tons of newspaper, detox and bleach, we barely survived the first few months of puppyhood. She literally ate the sofa, the skirting boards, whole hands of bananas, precious photo albums, all sorts of paperwork. If Soldier had ever done homework, she would have been the perfect excuse. But we survived. Eventually she understood that we both had to leave for several hours at a time. But the last one out in the morning always called bye, and a reminder to look after the house. She grew into a gentle, loving, protective companion for a boy who needed to feel safe as he negotiated East London. Those streets filled with the scent of fried chicken, high grade and pea. Streets that were policed by one set of men but controlled by another. And those othered men who'd had private doors closed in their faces so many times they decided to own the public spaces in front of them. Using language, secrets and violence to codify power, they fulfilled the prophecy and unwittingly paid the profits. But Soldier loved Lion and Lion loved him back. She loved hanging out with his friends while they played FIFA, lifted weights, laughed and argued up in Soldier's room. She chased and ate the huge spiders that appeared one summer, but looked confused when we asked her to do the same with the mice that periodically returned. Yeah, that's East London for you. We both waited up for him on those long nights, swirling with a mother's darkest fears, and once, when those fears became a reality, she guided him home, so I could call the ambulance. Later that night, when concussion had temporarily robbed him of his short-term memory, the question he asked hundreds of times in the hospital was, "Where's Lion?" They were a team. Then, Soldier got a new friend, and Lion did not like her much at all. Lion would sit between them on the sofa and gently lick his arm. She followed them around, trying to ensure they had as little alone time as she could. But one day, Lion sensed something, and all of that changed.
Come on, Lion. Come on, girl.
Have a little blick, having a dick like a big, on my dick like a tick. What?
The streets told me to trust no bitch. Trust too deep, get left in a ditch. Spit back all that gravel and grit to any kind of pagan that splits. Better know I'm walking with Jar. Drop the dead weight so I'm walking far. Never relied on a ride or a lift or a car to get me where I need to be now. Yeah, cool. Bringing my manners to you like you got the tools to pick me up when I happen to fall. Dropping down on my face like a fool. Never gonna do that, no way. Gotta stay alone to keep me safe. Don't get close, try to touch my pain. Distracting the world with this cold flame.
Like a good mix of alleyways to dip into when you're running from feds. Heat deep on your breath. I knew a Brer, that sort of dark figure, sweet past. The threat terrified him, so he kept running, ducking through the matrix of the estate, resisting the handcuffs already on him, filling the souls of 30 Air Maxes in his face, knowing that cat searching for the last fix, this time with money, this time he's fleeing. Balloon above the diaphragm, some people call it anxiety, but real man, no, it simply has no name. Just like a violet streak that splits you in half like lightning, like sex, like grief. So yeah, cool, he kept his feet falling, step after step, crouching next to an exhaust pipe, cause if anything, running leaves you well and truly exhausted. And he looked up, and he looked up, and he looked up, and in the face of his assailant he saw himself as a young boy, sweet young boy.
I try me on for size and I don't fit. I laugh out loud. How can this be? You see, this is what was given to me, and yet I don't fit. Does the zip on my brain not close or open, its clasp all rusty because of my thanklessness? Does the hem of my mind sit too short or too low? Do I learn to sew to patch me together? I look at my fingers, punctured with the wounds of many needles that I have used over my life to create a sense of who I am. The patchwork queen, splendid in the pieces of me that fit like an awkward jigsaw. I like the pieces because I think it is funny to be whole but in pieces. I laugh at the parts I have created, working so hard to fit them together to create a picture of who it is I think you want to see. and yet I have no control of how you see me. So, what matters is how I see me, not how I see you seeing me. I am able to carry on, to move on, until I think a new piece appears in the distance, and I am diverted, and a sense of who it is to be me is lost. Until I get my needle out to sew me together again.
This is a tale of my great-granddad Jose, who was a shepherd in the fields of Aragon. He was a very famous shepherd because his goat and sheep had the best milk, meat and cheese of the region. Great-granddad Jose used to wake up very early to go with his animals to the best fields around. That's why he had the best quality meat. All the people from nearby villages came to Jose's farm when they had to prepare the banquets for their sons and daughters' weddings. And my great-grandma Pilar, who was a very smart lady, negotiated the prices with them. Jose also had his sheep dog, Lobito. Lobito was a very smart dog and very good with the goat and cheese, and he was famous around as the best sheep dog. Great-granddad Jose also was known as a dog trainer. He used to train puppies to be the best sheep dogs. One day, one of the neighbor's shepherds came to Jose's farm and he brought a puppy dog with him. "Please, Jose, help me to train this dog. I need a good sheepdog for my farm." "No problem, I'll train him for you. Come back in a few weeks to pick him up," Jose said. For the next days, Jose was working hard to train the new dog. But the dog didn't understand his orders at all. He shouted, "Go left," and the dog would run right. And when he shouted to run, the dog was standing there looking at him with a confused expression. Few weeks trying, and he didn't get it at all. When the neighbor came back to pick the dog, Jose said to him, "He just doesn't understand me. I don't know what happened. He cannot follow Lobito even with a rope. It never happened to me before. I'm sorry. This dog is useless for sheep. He must be dumb or stupid or something. I'm gonna bash his head with a rock to kill him because I cannot afford a dog that doesn't do the job." My mom, who was around and saw the whole situation, started to cry. "Please, Granddad Jose, don't let him kill it. Please, please." "Okay, we'll kill him. Don't cry, Pile. I'll try to teach him again and see what happened," said Jose. "Good luck with it," said the neighbor. When they got to the fields the next day, the dog was running free, and Jose decided to follow him to see where he goes and what he does. The dog ran and suddenly stopped. He crouched on the floor, waiting with his ears up, and Jose was behind him hiding to see what happened. Suddenly, the dog jumped into a hole and took a big wild rabbit with his mouth and proudly brought it to the farmer. "Ah, he's a hunter dog, not a sheepdog," Jose laughed. When he explained the news to his family, everyone was very happy. Then the neighbor heard the news and came to pick the dog up. Jose said, "You said he was dumb or stupid. Remember? You wanted to kill him. Now we're gonna keep the dog with us because we saved his life from you."
leaving your issues behind, cause they are not mine. I need you to commit, but you're eating right now. You're busy, you're driving, you're washing your hair, you're watching films. 4-hour epic films like Cleopatra to use up time. You're being flaky, cool. You're avoiding phone calls, you simply got no signal. Yeah, you'll come back to me later. Running is known when you're no longer needed. Running is protection, away from rejection. Running not to face things, but running, yeah. Did you know time catches up with you? 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 Running. Cause if anything, running leaves you well and truly exhausted. I'm also running away from saying this piece. I'm running away from being truly complete. I am running, I am leaving, I am Mel. I'm the only left out of two. I just said I am dust, I'm the earth, I'm plastic. I'm a woman, a bird, a dog, a spider, a magpie, a droplet of rain.
Good times, good laughs, good rests, good talks, good listens, good views, good eats, good fun, good mates, good runs. Bad sons, bad mums, bad guns, bad nuns, bad dads, bad money, bad times, bad rhymes, bad lines, bad dives. Ugly loss, ugly moss, ugly rocks, ugly socks, ugly pain with no gain, ugly shame with no blame. It's a long-ass train, travelling on an empty plane, and it sometimes feels oh so lame, with no time to entertain. The only thing on the mind is to complain, without letting you explain what's wrong with the mains. The future is you and me. Always ever changing, so many new trends. Generational change. From greats to dads and mums to me and you to them and theirs. Evolution is slow and fast simultaneously. The graduation is seen and unnoticed from the eyes of yesterday towards tomorrow. Prosperity has been neglected for long enough. Life continues on forward because Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Three, 2, 1.
Letting go. Metaphorical. Spiritual. Appointed. Physical. Symbolic, casual, emotional, determined, conscious. Holding on is just holding on, no matter what is held. Now, letting go ain't giving up, it's showing up with different eyes, seeing the same, though agency gained, backstories in and yet awaiting. Fortuitous presence, purposeful stance, in taking the wheel, yet still no guarantee. Historical futures, what has yet not been. Perspectives grown, intersections known, traversing diagrams of then, relating to situations, by way of curating unforeseen expectations. Tentative release of faith, a leap, contrition, juxtaposing polarities, objectionable similarities, coalescing from a distance, separately intertwined, easing, pleasing, placating, needing what wants to be heard, promises made. Monday starting, maybe beginning of month. Or time for resolutions, a new year, absolving the past, yesterday's, tomorrow's, where whence they came and about to be. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis.
Left, right. Left, right. Well, that's how it should be. It's even. My body now feels balanced and equal. I mean, if I started with my left foot and finished on my left foot, well, that's just wrong. I have a remedy for when that happens. I do a kind of jig on the spot and even out the feeling. Well, as far back as I can remember, I've had it. Obviously, I didn't know back then, but I do now. I know what I'm dealing with. This thing in my brain. It makes me feel scared, anxious, worried. I spend an awful amount of time just worrying. It's not helpful, but it insists that it is. It pretends it's my friend, but it's not. My logical brain tells me that. The thoughts. I've got one now. Here we go. Did I check the taps? Yes, I did. I checked 20 times before I left. I know I did. It's easy to say, don't worry about the things you can't control. But if your brain is wired like mine, it's not that easy to just not worry. Debbie's list of fears and worries. Number 1, family and friends dying. Number 2, what's it all about? Number 3, what is the point? 4, I can't apply for that job, course, whatever it may be, in case I actually got it, because then they would know I'm a fraud, because I wouldn't be able to do it. Classic imposter syndrome. Checking. Otherwise, something bad will happen, like my house will burn down, or I'll be burgled. 6, just general feelings of anxiety and worry throughout the day. 7, a general feeling of being scared throughout the day. 8, a general sense of impending doom. I'm just waiting for the bad to happen. 9, I always feel guilty about things that aren't my fault. 10, I'm a bad person to the core. 11, feelings of shame. It's just tiring. I could go on, but if I did, it would just be a list, and you'd be bored. I feel like I want to escape my brain because it just feels heavy, like it's carrying a suitcase of luggage and just needs to unpack. That's really the essence of how I feel. How can I unpack and start afresh? Sometimes I really just want to erase everything in there. Well, obviously, I can't do that. It is what it is. Another thought, it's just come. The oven, is it switched off? The hob, is it switched off? I tell myself to breathe. Yes, it is. You checked it 20 times as well. You know it's off. And you took a photo. The classic stereotype is to want everything lined up, clean and orderly, I suppose. However, I don't wash my hands every 10 minutes or line up my towels and tins. I've got piles of paper and books and things everywhere. Organised mess. That's the irony. Now, in order for nothing bad to happen and to get confirmation that everything is going to be okay, I started doing an experiment with the universe and my spirit guide. I don't know whether you believe in spirit guides, but I do. I'd read in Psychology's magazine, you could ask the universe to show you something. So I did. I didn't tell anyone. I started off with something fairly easy to spot in daily life. Show me a tiger, to let me know that everything is going to be all right. And you'll never believe it, but that evening, I was joking around with my boyfriend, and I did something which he said made me look like a pouncing tiger. I couldn't believe it. So I did it again. I was out with a friend one evening at a restaurant. I was in the loo and feeling a bit down, so asked the universe to show me a goat. As we were chatting, the next thing she's saying is, "Do you know what really gets my goat?" Again? I couldn't believe it. It worked. So I kept doing it, constantly asking for reassurance. Shit. Did I lock the door? Shit. Did I lock the door?
I'm a woman, a bird, a dog, a spider, a magpie, a droplet of rain. I'm a cobweb, a fight, a kebab. I'm a storm, a tempest. I'm a temptress. I'm the dust, I'm the earth, I'm plastic. I'm non-binary, I'm pulsing. I'm cathartic, I'm high functioning. I'm sick of explaining my experience of life. I'm leaving, I'm Mel, I'm dead, I'm 20. I am in her kitchen, it has burgundy walls. I'm smoking a rollie, leaning over the sink. A friend has committed suicide and I could not cry. Part of that summer was filled with her name between my lips. It was all that humidity of lust and shame. All I ever could think about was all the ways she will be wrong for me, so I scrubbed at her affection like a blood stain. I arrived at her doorstep on fire, knowing I've just lost the last of my childhood innocence. Felt like my skin was the spark of a flame. Don't touch me, please don't touch me. I am lost, I'm in my body, I'm outside of my mind. I'm transcending, leaving, ending. I am pretending, no longer pretending. I'm transcending, leaving, ending. I am pretending, no longer pretending. blind, whining, intertwining in a nightclub. I'm a woman, a bird, a dog, a spider, a magpie, a droplet of rain. I'm a cobweb, a fight, a kebab. I'm a storm, a tempest. I'm a temptress. I'm the dust, I'm the earth, I'm plastic. I'm non-binary, I'm pulsing. I'm cathartic, I'm high-functioning. I'm sick of explaining my experience of life. I'm leaving, I'm Mel, I'm dead.
Conscious, determined, emotional, casual, symbolic, physical, addictive, appointed, spiritual, metaphorical, actual, ... Tentative release of faith, a leap, contrition, juxtaposing polarities, objectionable similarities, coalescing from a distance, separately intertwined, easing, pleasing, placating, needing, wants to be heard, promises made, Monday starting, maybe beginning of month, or time for resolutions, a new year, absolving the past, yesterdays, tomorrows, where whence they came, and again, about to be. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis, recycling cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time. Complicit osmosis. Interchangeable, malleable, willing, fulfilling, differential, appropriation. Desired, what transpired, hastened, abridged, wanting, fiending, holding out, holding on to. This once more will be better, different, this time, different. A breakthrough, different, feeling this one, different, beckoning insanity, dice is rolled, and yet different, like before, still. Holding on is holding on no matter what is held. Now, letting go ain't giving up, it's showing up with different eyes. Seeing the same through agency gain, backstories in and awaiting. A fortuitous presence, purposeful stance, in just taking the wheel. Still, no guarantees, historic futures, what has yet not been. Perspectives grown, intersections known, traversing diagrams of then, relations, situations, in the way of own curated expectations. Tentative release of faith, a leap, contrition with objection, juxtaposing polarities and the similarities, easing, pleasing what wants to be heard, allowances given, promises made. Monday starting, no, beginning of month, time for resolutions, the new year, absolving the past and the tomorrow, where it went once and came, and what's about to be. Recycled cycles, recited, imprinted over time and more time, desires shortchanged, not even lived. Watching, feigning, holding out, holding on to, just one more time will be better, different. This time will be different. Do a break, different. This feels better, beckoning insanity, yet different. Dices roll like before, yet different. And just like before, ... Conscious, determined, emotional, casual, symbolic, physical, addictive, appointed, spiritual, metaphorical, actual, letting go.
I choose you. I will follow you. I choose you. I will follow you. My feet recognize the road when they lead deep into the dark. I don't mind walking blind when you lead me far. Going fast, walking solo, kinda suspect you're being brave. I can copy you, you know, emulate your ways, but should I follow you? I've never seen you here before. You intrigue me, I don't mind being with you more. What if he takes me far? Can I even be stolen? Wanna be more than cat, held as if I am golden. I'm finally being seen, but I can't get too close. I wanna know where he's going, where it is he goes. Should I try to leave? What is he really talking about? And why is he walking fast? Why is he going round and round? Before he goes, I wanna show what I've got hidden. I don't wanna go that way now in case I go missing. So let's go back. Let's go back. What does he need from me? What do I need from him? Maybe I'm tired now. He's stopped, I'm listening. Turns to look at me, I'm hoping please don't leave. I wanna know where he calls home and all the things he sees. Just see me again, look at me again before you go into the mist. He's walking far now, I've never been there. I can't go further than this.
Busy, you're driving, you're washing your hair, you're watching films, 4-hour epic films like Cleopatra to use up time. You're being
Cotman. I do love it, but I wonder when will I finally connect. feel like I belong, but the homesickness is creeping in. Lost on the way to my destination, but at least I got fresh air at last, nighttime at last, and no people at last. Oh, what an intriguing attack! Well, I'm gonna keep walking. Hello, Gatet. Oh, it's coming back. Hey, Gatet, what are you telling me? Let's see if it wants to follow me. It looks full of curiosity. What was I thinking about just now? Oh yeah, another day, another this, another that. I just want to see people. Real people that bring out the me in me. Oh, it's still following me. Hey, be at that. It stopped. Look at me naming the cat. This is such a comfort to me. It looks savage, but it's scared. Don't be scared, Michu. Even I don't like this road. Yeah, it feels a bit tense here. I think someone got stabbed here years ago. I think I read somewhere in the newspaper. Should we go back, Michu? Maybe I want to go forward. Think ahead. Maybe I want a relationship. Maybe I've just got to go down to the other road. You know what? Maybe it's late. I gotta go. Please, gotta go. Bye bye, Gatet. Don't wanna leave you, but I gotta go, Gatet. Simply gotta go. See you, Gatet.
I need you to commit, but
Sitting, neck slanted, eyes abandoned. Addicted to the seed, not knowing who planted it. Reminiscing, looking back at the days we were airborne. Seeing the planet, wondering where I came from. Lisbon, Dublin, Berlin. Now I'm stuck in my living room thinking, when can I go back home? Start to feel like it's all I've ever known. Deep down I know nothing lasts forever. The good gets bad and the bad gets better. Now if destiny wants to take hold, I'll let her.
Call you in a sec. I forgot to mention another way to run is to say soon come, call you later, love you, yeah? Wait for me, call you in a sec, coming straight back, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me, love you, yeah? Love you, yeah? Coming straight back, and soon come, soon come, soon come. Call you in a sec, wait for me, not even wind, not even money,
not even money that you've already spent, not even gold, bro. And not even the wind. Not even money you've already spent, not even gold, bro. Not even your mother can take you back home.